Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get the updates. Really excited for today's video. Beer's courtesy of Michael. Thanks so much, Michael. I really appreciate it. Second beer from this brewery. It's electric, and this is Juicy Double... excuse me. Just went through puberty, apparently. Juicy Double Things, Double Dry Hop, Double IPA, 8.3% ABV. Actually, this says Double Dry Hop, Double IPA. Like it says, double DIPA. 8.3%. Love the can art. I said that on the unboxing video. It's like graffiti style artwork. I love it. And it looks like that's too poorly put on there for the canning date. Yeah, it's funny. I think there's a name for this, but like I didn't know about this, and then he sent it to me, and I've seen their stuff all over the place all of a sudden, but like I'm just aware of it, I think is all. Like now that I've been exposed, when I see it, online or whatever, I'm like, oh, it's that same brewery. But I saw some people review beers from them. I saw people trying to trade for other beers with them. I saw just some people posting that they were drinking beers from these guys. So yeah, definitely noticing them all of a sudden. Yeah, super excited. I love that artwork. All right, so it's got a lot of yellow mixed in with the orange. In the center, it's more yellow than orange now that I'm really looking at it. And it's always interesting to me after I get done reviewing to see what the camera picked up with the way the lighting is. But from my angle, it is way more yellow than orange. But there is orange in the center. I mean, you're moving a little bit beyond hazy towards turbid and milky. It's not quite that far, but like you're beyond just haze by a little bit. About a finger and a half of white, slightly off-white head, definitely small bubbles. I mean, definitely looks, in that, New England style IPA, double IPA family. Let's get to the aroma. Okay. Almost 50-50 fruits and like dank, earthiness, obviously a beer kind of a thing. It might be 40-60. Wow. So there's orange for the fruit, some lemon, so it's very citrusy. I get, man, to describe the earthy note correctly, I caught myself using that term a lot, so I'm trying to differentiate or be more specific, when I say that, like what, what caveat, what path am I talking, not path, but like which specific thing, it's earthy, but not like woodsy, so like it's not that earthy thing. It's like vegetal, not in a this beer's too fresh way, but like maybe when this beer was canned it had that thing, and then over time it has mellowed, but there's still some lingering there, like it's that kind of a thing, like in a good way. You can smell hop. Man, what else? It's a little tropical. I can see slight pineapple, like your papaya, your guava, lychee. Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty split, and I like that. I like that it's new school and old school, and based on the look, I'm thinking it's probably got like a nice mouthfeel, which is one of the things I like typically better about the newer school IPAs. But then, it's obviously a beer, for example, part of old school IPAs I really like. So if this is some sort of mashup in the taste, I'll be super happy. Let's find out. Cheers. Thanks again, Michael. That does have a really awesome mouthfeel. Nice level of sweetness. But like the aroma, you do know it's a beer because the bitterness kicks in. There's a little bit of a drying characteristic. I got some lemon in the aroma. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, right. They don't have the hops, right? It's kind of giving me some Nelson vibes. Dries out a little bit. There's that nice lemon thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's real creamy. There is a little bit of, like, yeah, this beer has a lot of hops in it. Like, it's saturated with hops. So like I was saying about the aroma, it's not like it's green and vegetal grossness like fresh Trillium or whatever, but I bet you when this beer was canned, it had a lot of that. So it has the residual amount of that, or residual amount of that left, probably more accurately, which is good because, or fine, it is probably better, which is fine because it's a beer, it's an IPA, it has hops in it. But here's what's different. Okay, jeez, I got like 20 things I want to say at once. If that thing is dominating, it can really make a beer taste bad. Again, not to harp on Trillium, but like their IPA game has been crap lately. And for a long time, their fresh hops, like you had to sit on them. And I'm not the only person who thinks that. But anyway, how this beer is expressing it, there's so much more else going on. It's there. It's not distracting. It's not dominating. It's not making the beer bad. So please do not misunderstand me. But that note is there. Excuse me. Just like the aroma, for me, it's mostly citrusy. And again, in more than one way, you got the orange and the lemon. There is some more generic tropical in the taste than I got in the aroma. I was pretty happy with some of the things I picked out in the aroma, but I'm not specifically getting them in the taste. You know, I can see some pineapple, but that more guava, papaya, lychee, not so much. I get a cool, like, minty herbaceous note, which is very pleasant, very refreshing, works well. It's kind of funny you mentioned like mint and orange taste in the same beer. It sounds disgusting, but like really works in this. Really nice, probably because the mint is so subtle and is wrapped in with more of a generic herbaceous note. I shouldn't say generic, it's not generic. Like, not full on basil, but think like a mashup of a soft basil and a soft mint. And then that softness is one of the lesser flavors in this beer. I really like this beer. It's one of the reasons I'm still talking about it and really trying to like tell you everything I'm experiencing with it. You know, I'll break out my three things about this style of beer. You know, is it good? Yeah, this is delicious. Does it drink like a beer? There's enough going on where, yeah, it's not just juice, but it has that. But it definitely, you know, you're drinking alcohol like in a good way. So I like that. And then the third thing, which is the toughest, is it unique? It's not the most unique beer I've ever had. It's not the most unique beer in this style I've ever had. So it's probably 2 out of 3 for me. But arguably the 2 more important ones, you know. But like the uniqueness thing is kind of like it's like icing on the cake. This is the cake, right? The third one is the icing. It doesn't really have the icing, but delicious beer. They're 2 for 2 for me from this brewery, so definitely excited to try the other. I think there's 2 more from them. I have courtesy of Michael. So yeah, really excited. Have you guys had Electric Brewing Company? Is it Brewing Company? Yeah, Brewing Company. Before, what have you had from them? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.